Okay. Welcome. Welcome. My name's Brian Knight and I live near Melbourne in Australia, and it's just about to turn 5:30 in the morning on a Friday for me. Let me just share this screen first. This is a welcome to this live FOREX analysis session. A few notes there. There's a full risk disclosure and a little bit about us as live session traders. Okay. Welcome, Darren.
All right.
How are you?
I'm okay, yourself?
Not too bad. Okay, we'll just stop sharing that and we'll go across onto Trading View. Okay, so here was I'll just show you the ACAD, just this week's experience. Now, yesterday, the news came out that the unemployment rate actually went down by 0.1%, which means 20,000 more people were employed. As things get tougher, more people are looking for work or more work. And so what's happened there is when the figures came out, the Aussie dollar, against the US anyway, you'll see the Aussie dollar dropped out. It already started to go, it shorted, and then it came back, right? So if we look at ACAD, because this is where I had a couple of trades. So I'd had a stop loss down here, got in the trade there for a buy, it went up. Where is it? Yep. It got an arrow. As it came back down again, it came to this point and profited me out just there. So it was only a small profit. Then I switched and got into a sell and went to a short, kicked me into the trade, and then promptly came back back up to this level, and I had my stop loss just there. So it actually took me out of the trade at a loss, and now it's starting to sort of move its way a little bit back down. We'll just see what happens. It could go higher, back up again. But this is, I suppose, this is the danger of trading shorter sells into buys into sells. So if it had done this and from the short kept going, wouldn't be a problem. But it came back up, and if you look at it, the actual ribbon hasn't actually changed green yet. It has got along there, right? But there's no green sort of triangle underneath here. Anyway, that's where it's at on this one. So what do I look? What was the history on that one? So 111, lost 30. Yeah, so I'm down 20 pips or so on that one. Okay. But that's okay. I'm not too fussed. We'll have a look at this now. We're now in the last sort of roughly a bit more over, but roughly the last 24 hours of this trading week. So we'll just see how we go and let the market come to us. We don't have like next week is not as far as the Reserve Bank of Australia is concerned. Now, if unemployment's ticked down slightly, next week will be once we get the inflation news. That now there's lots of chatter about interest rates increasing here. So because fuel prices are going up, it most likely that will tick up slightly that it did last month. And it'll give the RBA cause for raising interest rates to make things harder on people again. Yeah. So which way that will turn the currency, don't know at the moment, but certainly there the couple of news things to consider in relation to it. I'm still in an AUD USD, a long-term one. I'm still up like 480 pips on it, even though it has pulled up. It's come back to this point and then back again. I can't see the Aussie dollar necessarily, getting too much strength out of it, but we'll see. All right, that's the AUD CAD. So what I'd be looking at is it will need to break this low down here if it's going to get into a sell. That there, and stop loss at the moment would be here, if not up there. So it's actually a little bit of a lesson in this one. We've got a long there though. So you would look at potentially, let's have a look. And this is actually against the overall trend, but we'll see. The long would be here. If it came up, this is the two sort of options. It would have to come up and break this high here or the high over there. And the stop loss would be there or down here. Yeah. See what happens if it kicked in. Probably more there. So it's like, well, will this continue up? If it does, you want to get in the trade and have a stop loss and then to break the high and continue up, right? Or if it's going to go into a sell, you want an order that it would come down here, kick you in, not come up to that point, or you could move your stop loss back down, depends on how far it drops off if it goes into the sell. Now, this could quite easily just go sideways for a while, right? So, anyway, this is part of what Tom and what I'm sort of trialing at the moment. If it breaks one way or the other, being able to sort of capture that opportunity. But from what we were doing, you'd really want it to break down past here, or you'd want it to break up over there. These are just much closer and tighter options. Yeah. How are you with that, Darren?
Yeah, fine, Brian. You're right. It's been going sideways. I've been in it since, I've been in it for a couple of weeks for a sell, and it's just been in and out of in profit for a bit, then back in drawdown, back in profit. Now it's back in drawdown again. It's
just play. It's doing a CAD-J play with you, is it?
It is, yeah.
And maybe, like, I thought about that too, Darren. I thought, well, if that's what a pair is doing over a number of weeks, once it does go into profit, maybe it's better to just kill the trade out.
Yeah, kill the trade and then wait for it to make a
proper move.
Make a proper move one way or the other.
Yeah. But it's in that waiting, isn't it? for it to come back into profit, and you think, and then it just draws itself closer and closer to the stop loss, which it did from that CAD-J that time. Anyway, right, let's go down through and have a look. This is the end of this week, so it's really, it's interesting. A lot of these pairs are like have moved in this long move, coming to some sort of common lows, particularly because most of these ones are sells. A lot of pairs have got sells on at the moment. So AUD CHF. Tom's joining the party. Welcome. Okay, so this is welcome, Tom.
Hi, Brian.
Yeah, there you go. I just went through my AUD CAD little disaster. So, yeah, crazy moves over the last 24 hours. Okay, AUD CHF. This would have been in short. It's broken that low. We're looking at potentially a pullback up again. So I'm not particularly going to get into this trade because we'll need to see a pullback. Well, look at this though, dropping back down out again. It's just for the last, well, not quite 24 hours, just been going sideways.
I'm in this one for a sell, about 40 pips up. So
good.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I didn't get. Well, I didn't get that sort of that move on it. There was not a red triangle. Well, there was further up though. You can see up here, and it's just continued that. Okay. So the news yesterday, the Aussie dollar just sort of dropped out and went sideways in relation to the Swiss franc. So yeah, a sell on that would be good. It's now pushed down even further. So we'll see a pullback up, a short, and then look into it. It might not be until next week. We'll see how we go. Where have you got your stop losses up above here?
Next one, actually, I'm still doing the 2 pullbacks rule. So the next.
Okay, you're back up here somewhere.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
No, I got the drop, and then I got out. I got all that, and then it pulled back, and then I got all that, and then it pulled back, and now I'm in it again. I just got in it.
Right.
That's scalping. He's a scalper now.
It's not even really scalping that.
But it's definitely not swing trading, that isn't. That's
well, it is, but I had my doubts about this pair. So I was expecting it to turn and go back up here, possibly. So I didn't want to stay in it long term. But now that it's taken off again on the daily, it's got to break that white candle down at the bottom, make a new low. So that's why I got back in it.
Well, it's definitely. When the candle finishes, you don't know. Yeah, that's correct. But at the moment, it looks like it's got 15 minutes to go. I don't know, Darren, if you could call scalping on a 2-hour time frame or 2-hour candle. It's sort of like.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but
from our perspective, it looks like scalping, doesn't it? It's like
to me it does. To me it does. I'm.
You're in, you're out. You're in, you're out.
Yeah, catching pips.
But it's whatever is profitable, Darren. I mean, it's not.
But it's whatever's profitable and what suits you. And I couldn't. I don't think I could be. I haven't got the time to sit in front of.
Correct. Neither have I.
And watch it as closely as that. So.
This is not a discussion that we need to trade like Tom at this point in this pair.
No.
it's interesting to observe another aspect of someone trading in that way, though.
Yeah.
I think it's okay. ADCHF. I think this will sell out further, and that sell down here is because of that unemployment rate dropping by 0.1. The market didn't like it because it says we're going to get potentially, because that came out, there'll be an interest rate rise on the first Tuesday of November. All right, AUDJPY did a drop, pull back up. This is just like the AUD CAD did, all right? But I think, well, this one is a lot more, this is a lot more jumpy than what the other pairs are. So I'm still watching this one. AUD NZD, Alistair posted. I think that this has got some further to push up, and that's I don't know if you can see it over here on the daily. There's a sort of an even high over here that it's basically coming up to. See how it's sort of wedged in there, dropped right out, and now it's coming back up again. Look at that
roll.
I know. It's crazy, isn't it? Look at that big push down there, and now it's just sort of like coming back up to the same point. But if you look at it, though, there's been red. It's like it wants to sort of change direction and turn. It's just not ready yet, is it? But won't this be a good short out of this one?
I'm just waiting.
Yeah. Okay. AUD Singapore. Again, pretty choppy. Look, it's difficult to get rid of that. So yeah, they're just two. I think it comes down to the lesson I learned yesterday, or over the last 24 hours, of that AUD CAD, is that I actually placed the stop loss way too tight. So if I got into that sell and it came back, but even here, because this is more in a sell trend as such. If I got into that short there and I didn't get out, I should have with the long, but then getting back into this short. So see this pullback here? So if I got into the short and it's 24 hours later and I didn't get in till it changed just there, let me just put this in. Where just maybe in it, maybe somewhere there, because it changed, right? And I'll just put that as a purple because it's a sell. And this is also continuous sell. If I then put a stop loss, you see, I might just then put a stop loss here. But in hindsight, it's probably better to put it up above that point. Depends on the entry, yeah, because you can see where it's come back to here now, back to where you entered, and then now it's pushed away. So the AUD CAD, I'm pretty sure I put it, way too tight on that stop loss.
Can I ask you a question?
Go for it.
Why are you waiting?
Waiting? What do you mean?
Well, look what your entry is.
Yeah, I know. I understand that.
No, I mean, after you got that arrow at the top, why are you waiting for it to cross the red before you put the entry in?
Purely because you had said yesterday, and I tend to agree, you've got the short and you've got the changing color. I haven't necessarily trusted this at this point.
Okay. Can you put on the Hakanashis for me real quick?
Yeah, sure. You got to wait for it. Yeah, there.
Yeah. Why aren't you getting all those arrows?
You got to wait for it. Just hang on. It might come up. There's a delay in.
Oh, I see.
Hang on. Oh,
It's
the arrow there.
really
No,
slow loading at times, this, isn't it? Sometimes I'm sat.
there's an arrow there. I don't have any arrows up the top here on the Hakanashis.
Yeah. See, there's something wrong with your settings
On which?
on the
this.
arrows.
Which is this one, isn't it?
I think it's the one
No,
above
it's not.
Yeah, hold on, let me go in there with you because man, I'm getting arrows just, I mean, perfectly. That's why I'm not even doubting them or slowing down. Let's go through inputs real quick. 56 weighted, 110, 2.5, 4, 1. Let's see. That's just the time. And then nothing else clicked. Let's go back. So after the time,
Yeah.
let's see. What is that you have clicked?
On arrow up. There's no one arrow down.
Where's that?
It's under alerts. Need to create alert manually after every change. Yeah, untick those. No?
I don't have those. I don't even know what that is.
Okay.
I don't even see where you have those.
Yeah.
Keep going down a little bit. MTF, go back up. MTF is 10 and 20. Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, but it's not ticked.
No, I don't have anything ticked. That's why I'm looking, make sure we're both the same, even though we don't have anything ticked. Our numbers are the same. Go down a little bit. 14, 26, 9, 26. Yeah, no. Okay, go down to the cloud.
Cloud.
Yeah, keep going down.
Oh, yeah. That's unticked as well.
Yeah. Okay, so none of that's ticked. Boy,
No.
mine's way different than yours. And then style is just the two at the top. Unclick the plots.
Untick.
Yeah.
You don't need them.
No. And then
I've got one arrow, red arrow at the top of that. So
yeah, okay. So we're the same. So on this, you see where it changed from green to white?
Yeah,
there's two arrows up there.
Yeah, well, I've only got one, but I think broker feed.
Yeah, I do too. Because I got to tell you what, Brian.
Yeah.
Mine.
See, to the left, one of these. To the left there, I've only got one green up arrow, and Brian's got two. So, yeah, they do vary, I think.
But you see, this in mine, this hasn't poked out of the.
No, that's right. That's why. And that
one, it did on mine.
That one to the left with the two green up arrows, it's poked out twice. On mine, it's only poked out once. So I only got one.
Yeah. So that though is that part of that 48? Yeah. Hang on. It is, yeah. Wow, that's weird, isn't it?
Because man, mine are dead accurate. I mean, I get an arrow up and it goes. I get an arrow down and it goes. And I mean, it's every time. If you can you just do the full screen of the 2 hour?
Sure.
Okay, so you see those arrows you do have
Yeah.
work like on the number every time.
Yeah.
Except I'm getting them. Yeah, yours are coming in late too. Look at that. How weird. Man, your broker feed is messed up.
That's on Heikenashi's. Hang on, let's see. Hang
It
on,
was going to
wait
be
for
even worse on regular candles.
let's see. You got to wait for the. There you go. Oh
Yeah,
no!
look at that.
Now I've got it. See, now it's there. Now I've got a red.
See, you can't completely rely on these triangles because sometimes you get. I mean, I've got a bit to the left there. I've got 3. I've got 5. Right, this is
Yeah,
all
here. Here I've got 5 here.
Yeah. So you can't rely on the first one. You do it does very often dance around the. It's just coming in, crossing over and below that.
Yeah, not on mine.
Bollinger line. Yeah.
Not on yours, and you're on Heikenashi's, so there's less. You will get less because there's not the bumpiness because it's evened out.
Put it on Heikenashin now. Let's see if we see the changes. Yeah, see, you're still not getting as many.
Yeah.
But if you look, the ones you do, every time it works. So all I'm saying is while you're waiting for the push, the pull, the short to get in, I'm seeing that arrow and I'm in.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's a lot earlier and it's good. The point though is if you got here for the buy, it would pull you back down and knock you out, which is fair enough. And then you'd need to get back in again for that longer term push.
Okay.
There'd be a loss
I'll
here.
give you that.
You'd be a loss here, yeah.
However,
and here would probably,
mine,
yeah.
On mine, that green arrow is, you see where it says long down there at the bottom?
Yeah.
You see the green arrow that was high?
Yeah, this one.
That arrow is actually on the white wick next to the bottom green one, the bottom green arrow.
Okay.
So if you...
It's over here.
Exactly.
And also too, oh, wait a minute. Oh, no.
So even if I got in on that back one, I still would have won.
Yeah. But you see also too, if I look at this and I go, okay, the down arrow has to actually be on a sell candle. See, this one here is actually on a buy candle. So it could be suckered into getting into a buy at that, where then it pulls back down. Then it sells to the bottom. Then you get a green dime with a green candle and then off it goes. So this would be a loss.
Well,
and that would be a buy. Yeah, for me. Yeah. If you're,
and I'm just saying, for some reason, your settings are different, and they're messing you up.
Well, it's not.
Because if I look at mine, I won every single trade. Not one trade did not go back up or back down.
So did you say that these are the same? 56 weighted, 110, 2.5, 4 and 1.
1 second, please.
I mean, the bandwidth doesn't really matter. That's not.
110, 2.5, 4, 1. Yeah. Everything's exactly the same. It's got to be your feed.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, on mine, it does not miss. In fact, if you go back to, let's see, what date is that? For example, Wednesday, the 27th, September 23. The other way. That way. Yeah. You just day short.
That's 21. It's 23 here. That's
Wednesday, 27th.
27th. Sorry. Yeah, it'll be 28th for me. Yeah. You mean that triangle there?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So on
so
that
that's
triangle,
your 27th. This is my 28th. Yeah.
So on that triangle, if you notice, yours got in on that white wick or that green candle next to it.
Yeah, the one next to it. Yeah, it's the triangle will, if it's a green up, will actually be on a buy, well, on a 2-hour buy candle. Yeah, if it's a down, it'll be on a 2-hour sell candle. Yeah,
Right. So, for example, that long, where it says
Yeah.
long,
yeah.
mine is on this side of the SHA.
The long,
Yep.
it's down here further.
It's 1, 2. Let's see what candle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth candle.
Okay, that's on the true range. So that's, what have you got now? You've got HLCC 42323.
Yep. Is yours on
Okay.
the fifth candle?
The fifth. No.
Count the green candles.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's the 8th one.
Yeah. See? Mine's on the fifth. So it told me 3 candles sooner than yours.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't get an up. You got the up.
Why don't you just, hi everybody, why don't you just change the broker and see what it says?
I can.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Does anybody use text alerts for this?
Text alerts. You mean to your phone?
Yeah, I presume so. Is this the thing on the settings? I just checked them just now, I just saw text alerts. I never paid much attention to it, but it's there.
You mean on the alerts? Yeah.
On this
So-
X48, it's got a text
Oh, right. No. I haven't.
Mm-mm.
Let's have a
alert,
look.
crossing up, crossing down, crossing your eyes.
Add alert. Crossing up, crossing down, anything. And what do you got? Text alert.
I think it's got a special 5 candles after alert as well.
That's way too late.
It's not there.
No.
The name is that. It's not telling me. What's this? Okay. Anyway, and it's more. Yeah, if I change the broker, you could. What have I got? How do I know I can't do that? And this is on Heiken-Ashes though.
Mind you, you won't have all your settings on your other.
No,
There's a template add-in, whatever.
correct.
More trouble.
Correct.
Yeah, that's why I'm just wondering why you don't use it. Why
Why don't
you're
you-
waiting
yeah.
for those after you get those triangles.
Because
Why you're waiting?
yeah, because I hadn't trusted these triangles. It's only since Monday, my Monday, that I saw them.
Oh.
That they've been here 1 week. I have a healthy level of caution.
Yeah, I'm
But
not
what
even waiting anymore. The moment those stars show up, I just get
The
in.
triangles. Yeah. Okay.
I just get in. Worst case scenarios, I lose one.
Yeah. No.
Like down here at the bottom. I wouldn't have lost those. You lost that, but I didn't.
That's fair
Because the
enough.
triangles are in a different setting,
Too.
in
Yeah.
a different location.
Different location. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, different speed. Anyway,
Yeah, mine's dead accurate.
we see. I don't have a. This is the thing is I don't have a triangle on that.
No, I didn't either, but I still got in because I got the short.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
But you. Oh, I thought you said you had one up here.
No,
No.
not on this one.
Oh, okay. All right.
No,
Okay.
that's why I'm
No worries.
asking. Are you waiting when you see these triangles? Are you getting in?
No, I haven't yet. I'm waiting for
Okay.
the short and the change in the ribbon to confirm the direction. Long change ribbon. Don't worry about the up. It's just that's a Elliott wave thing, but that would have been profitable here. Like if you did that and the change and getting there somewhere, that's like an 80 pip. But then again, it would have moved back down. So say, for example, you did get in there and then it pulled back down to where it changed again. It's still 50. And if you've got a pretty, well, it would be a less tight stop loss there, wouldn't it?
Not getting in that late. Your stop loss would
Correct.
be under the long.
Correct. I know. Well, no, it'd be down here, under here.
Well, if you're waiting to get in once that ribbon changes colors,
Mm-hmm.
then your stop loss would just be under that long.
Yeah, down in here somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many pips? How many pips is that? Just curiosity.
From entry somewhere around here
Just
down to there, 13.
Well, that's not chunks, is it?
No, it's
No.
not too much. That's right.
Hell,
No.
sometimes I give myself a purposely bigger stop loss just for spread.
Yeah. Because you're on a wander anyway. But maybe that's a good decision. You wouldn't get into this short because there is not a triangle up there.
Well, yes and no. I mean, you don't have to because there's no triangle. But when you see that white candle turned at the top of the band, you see where it went up and touched?
Yeah.
I automatically set up my trade to beat that next white candle down to the left.
That one here.
That one there. So I have my entry there. And when it comes down and misses, because it did, and it pulls back up, you get your short signal and you get triggered in.
Yeah.
You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 hours worth of candles before it goes green.
Yeah,
again.
before it gets, yeah.
So how many pips did I pick up on that trade? From white to green. So let's say I got it at the bottom of there, down to the top of the green one, 25 pips.
Yeah, something roughly.
In 10 hours. Didn't do anything.
Yeah.
The minute I saw the green, I just got out.
Yeah, but you got to be there to see the green to get out. That's the thing.
Yeah, but you could see it coming. See the
Yeah, I know.
slowing down?
Yeah. And you can see it pulling back up to a change.
Right.
And just a sort of a retrospect seeing if this doesn't on the Heikenhashi or even on standard have a red, let's see on like a triangle up above, it's a good indication to maybe, well, come on, where are you? No, it has got one on standard candles. Okay.
Yeah, don't be afraid to flop back and forth between the regular, because I do that too. I'll look at regular candles and then I'll flip back to Heikenhashis. All I'm looking for is the Heikenhashis are the arrows. Once I get that arrow, I can flip over to regular candles
and get in
and set my trade at the next white available candle. Go back to Hakanashi's, make sure everything lines up.
So what you're saying is here, don't even wait for this to ribbon and stuff. So what you do is you get in there somewhere with a stop loss there somewhere.
I use the arrows as my stop at the top.
You put that up there?
Yeah, so when I see that arrow.
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe you need to pack it out that much.
Well, you do, because look at your left. Go to your left over to that other high.
Yeah, here. Oh, yeah, that.
You see, if you put your stop loss back up there by the arrow.
Yeah, it would have
kept you in the trade.
Yeah.
Because it did pull up. And then you got a second arrow. That should have been your second trade.
Yeah, that's 30, 31, 32 pips in there.
Well, it's nothing.
Yeah, I know.
That's just a way to pack out the trade.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at that. That's okay. And if you had it here, so what you're saying is you get that arrow beauty, get in somewhere there. You then put your stop loss up here.
Yeah. And then just let it run.
And then it comes back up to there. Then you get another arrow. So you put another stop loss up here. And you have another entry somewhere in here. So you got two running, down it goes. As soon as you start to see these greens, you're basically out of them.
Well, I don't get out to that ribbon changes.
Oh, different. So when the ribbon changes back up here, 100 pips.
Because then I know it's moving the other direction.
Yeah, because
so
it could just
100 pips.
Because it could come back.
200.
Because it could, yeah. So it could come back up and then just drop back down again.
Right.
But it doesn't matter. Okay. Gotcha.
So on that trade, I would have made 200 pips.
Oh yeah. I'm just clarifying. So too late for that one. We don't have any green there. So it's not time to look at this one. Might be next week. Okay. That's AUD Singapore. Let's look at AUD USD in a similar sort of vein. This is still in a sell trend. Look at that. Did that jump back up again? It hasn't broken this low here. How it matched up. Look at that. Oh, come down a bit. Basically came down and kissed it again.
Look
It's
at
just
all those trades.
Yeah, no, there are heaps.
Yeah.
But the point is, it's not. What is it doing? Yeah, see? That doesn't want to work for some reason.
Change hours. Go to 3 hour and then come back or whatever.
Yeah.
It has to reset.
It's got a lot of data in it. It's got to take its time, doesn't it? Oh. Oh, yeah, it's there. Okay, so if we go back now, back to 2 hour, hopefully it does its thing. Okay. Oh, yeah. So this is similar. All the AUDs are sort of behaving very similar at this point.
Yeah.
So,
Can I ask you real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Look at that. bang, bang, bang. Every time it turned, you won.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't
Now the
have
ones
one.
in the middle, I don't play.
There
with.
isn't one here.
Yeah, I consider that a middle. If it does,
Do you?
if it's inside the rail,
Yeah.
broke out, I'd consider that the middle. I just don't play with it. I consider that going into consolidation.
But it is on standard candles. It pokes out. Interesting. But still, that still would have been a trade. That I think it would have, but anyway.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I'm going to have to notice for more of these. Yeah, look at this though. This is the boat. Look at this. How many is in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in there, and then this pull back down. But it never broke them, so. And then off it went. Crazy stuff. Okay.
I've been looking at this on the daily time frame, Brian.
Yeah.
It's the really good moves on the daily time. I mean, the beauty of the daily time frame is I only need to look once a day.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at using these triangles. And I've been doing the same thing, putting the stop loss at the triangle.
Yeah, but look at this one, all the way from there down. I mean, there's no triangle on there now. I mean, they're the last triangles up there.
Yeah, it keeps going, yeah. So you'd stay in it.
Yeah.
Till you get a green triangle.
Until you get a green triangle, that's right.
The other thought was perhaps getting out when it crosses the bottom line. You know, that it's not a Bollinger Band or whatever it is. Rather than waiting for the triangle, that was something else I've been experimenting with.
Yeah, but if it does go out and touch it or go out, you'll get an arrow anyway. So they both mean.
Well, strangely, sometimes I don't quite understand it. Sometimes I don't get an arrow. Sometimes it touches it and doesn't give an arrow. I've no idea why.
It needs to actually close on the outside of it, Darren.
Does it? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, that's that question then, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what, Darren? Do yourself a favor. Flip, flop, back and forth. Because what doesn't show on one, like the regular candles, it'll show on Heikin-Ashi. And all you're looking for is the arrow, regardless of what it is. You just want to know what direction it's going.
It is interesting with these Heikin-Ashis because you're getting fewer fewer arrows. So instead of getting like 5 or 6 of them in a cluster.
Yeah.
It
cleans it up. It minimizes because it's averaging, not actually, you don't have the jaggedness of it. Yeah. And there's, again, Alice's forecast. So we still need to get back up there at some time before any of us pass this earth.
Well, you know, hopefully it'll be a while. So you don't get an arrow on the Heikin-Ashis then, like you get on the normal candles.
You do,
Sometimes
but it has
on
to.
The Heikin-Ashi that you don't get on regular candles.
Oh, sorry. It's
That's why I'm saying don't be afraid to flip flop back and forth, because what one shows, the other one may not.
They're rare on the Heikin-Ashis.
Well, I'm hoping to retire when it hits Alice's forecast. That's my
Wow.
I don't know how to take that, to be honest, but yeah.
It better hurry up then, eh? You know, like this. Well, anyway, so that's the dailies on that. And yeah, look, you're right, Darren. Like if you get in, well, I did. That's where I got into the sell up here. And it's down here. That's 400 and where am I? It's now 484 pips from there to there.
Yeah. Look at those arrows.
Yeah, but you would have got in on the first red arrow.
Yeah, which is that one up there. Yeah, I know.
When it pulled back, but if you stop losses at the arrow, you've still been in it.
Yeah. But I'm late to the party.
if he's got 2 arrows up there. So if he picked up
Yeah.
that first one and let it ride, because his stop loss is up there by the arrow,
Yeah.
You get the second
even
and the
with the
third.
barrel one pulled back, that's 2.
Yeah.
There's a third one, that's
Yeah.
3. There's a
Yeah.
fourth one, that's 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he'd be up, if he's up 400 now, he'd be up 1,200 on the same trade.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Yeah. So that would have been a trade, which then would have come back to break even to then have the other 3 all come back down. Whether you would stay in that one, you probably wouldn't, because as it turned and come back up, you'd be out. So you probably wouldn't be 1,200. It'd be, 100 on there and that 3 lots of 400 there. Or nearly 500. Gosh.
What I haven't got these red arrows. What dates are those 2 little red arrows? The red arrows.
Those 2 there?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that is around the 21st of July and the 26th of July this year. But this is on standard candles. If I turn it to Heikin-Ashis, hang on. Let's see what happens there. See how many we get then.
No, you don't. Yeah, there are few. I haven't got those red arrows on standard. Oh, hold on. You're on the day. I'm on the day.
There's on the day.
I'm on the day. I've got the downs.
Hang on, how come they're not?
bottom. I haven't got.
Oh, there's no arrows there.
I don't have any.
No, there's none on Heikin-Ashi, even though it's poked out.
But I haven't got any on standard. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I do.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. I ain't got 'em. Do it on start. There you go. I haven't got 'em. What's that?
It's the difference in feeds. Because I have 1 arrow.
They can take ages to load sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can sat there for like 10
You've only got 1 arrow, Tom, do you?
Yeah, on Thursday,
Oh,
the 2nd,
I've got.
way at the top.
I've got.
Way at the top.
I've got study
Way
error.
up here,
Yeah. There's my arrow.
2nd of Feb.
And I only
You
got
don't
1.
You don't have any of them here.
Nope.
Oh, I'm lucky. I've
got-
got heaps more.
I've got a
Yeah.
study error.
You're
on
broke
the
things
chart.
good again somewhere. It's like you're missing out.
You say, hey, Tom, maybe you need to come over to my feed.
Yeah.
No,
absolutely.
because when it pushes down like this, I use this because I'm not getting any more arrows. I'm using these downs
Mm.
because this doesn't tell me it's buying. This is telling me it's rejecting. And we're just moving down.
Yeah, we're moving down. The Aussie dollar is weakened. I've said this for a long time. It's, yeah. And it's going to weaken up a lot more.
I had a study error, so I've taken it off and put it back on, and now I have got arrows.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I get these,
okay.
I get these study errors, and you have to take it off and put it back on. Yeah,
It's because there's so much information in this that it has trouble trying to generate the actual data or to process the data. So as Tom, even if you hide it and then put it back again, it doesn't work. What Tom was saying is go up a time frame and back down a time frame. That tends to work.
Just reloads it.
Yeah. Rather than get rid of it and put it back again, because you got to put your settings back in again. Sometimes it just depends. But yeah, and that's the thing. Before it wasn't loading, Alistair. That's why it didn't show up when Tom was saying we were checking the settings. It actually wasn't the settings. It was that it wasn't loading. But you're right, Darren. Like, why would you not take sells?
I mean, the only thing is, it's trading just trading off an indicator, which seems too good to be true, almost. But you just look at them.
Yeah. But you got to look at it. It does pull back, but then goes back down again. And look, and there's times where, like, for example, on the daily, you got times where it will, for example, where are we? No, here, where it'll sell and then pull back up to where it was and then come back down. I mean, what do you do in that situation? Do you see what I mean? It's
But if you have your stop loss at the triangle, you can just stay in.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can do. I mean,
And
if
here
you're
is
80% win rate or whatever it might be, then it doesn't matter, does it really?
no, it doesn't matter at all.
As long as you're closing in the positive, it doesn't matter. You can
Correct.
go 5 pips and close and still be profitable.
Yeah.
But if you follow these,
depends on what
the
spread
basic
is.
follows. Man,
Yeah.
you're slaughtering this market.
Yeah.
Even if you lose a few times, look at how often that thing's right.
Yeah, correct.
That's why I'm not even waiting anymore. I just get in.
Well, it's all this week, because I've said to you, Monday was the first time that you introduced us to this, and it's like, I had this sort of level of caution, and it's like I was waiting really for the short and the change of the ribbon before I would get in, and sometimes I'm a bit late to it, depends on whether I'm asleep or not, but putting orders in place. But now it's like, oh, okay, rightio. Well, let's see how we go. I'm going to wait now. All I got to do is wait now for wherever I get the next triangle, whether it's a buy or sell one. I mean, it's more likely.
The long.
Yeah, I know.
Do you have the long? No.
No, I don't have one.
Put it on Hakanashi.
Yeah, I will.
There's your long, telling you it's going up. Now you're getting a white candle pullback. As long as that white candle pulls back, just let it pull back, and then put your trade above it.
Yeah.
Which means this will pull down to the green candle. I'm sorry, to the green triangle on the left.
Yeah,
or it's going to break the top.
Yeah. But
So
I would rather, Tom, though, wait for it to give me a red triangle and get into the sell. Because at the moment, this is just in no person's land for me.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. So
yeah.
So you can go to bed is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So let's say you come into this and you see there's a long and you see that white candle forming.
Yeah.
Put your entry above the halfway mark of the band.
Yeah.
With your stop below the long.
Yeah, down here. Yeah.
Yeah, now when this white candle's done forming, it's either got to break that white to the bottom and keep working its way down to go the other direction, or it's going to have to break that top green, which if it does, it's going to go up to the top of the band. So you're picking up how many pips from the center of that line to the top of that band? Up just a little bit to the center of the line.
Well, the center of the line is there currently. You want the last one.
No, where it turns green.
To there?
No. You see the center line where it's red and it's running along? The dead center line.
Oh, this one.
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at that ribbon.
That's okay.
No, No,
so
that line.
From there to the other side.
To there.
Yes.
Now you've explained it. Okay. 50 pips.
So 50 pips. So when you go to bed, you have how many hours till that hits?
It depends on how big the candles are, but probably at least 6 or 7, yeah.
At least 3.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6. You got 6 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
And that's on a halfway point.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying this is still relaxed trading.
Yeah.
Now, if it turns, it keeps coming back down and
It doesn't
breaks
matter.
the white to the bottom. Yeah,
Yeah.
you haven't lost anything.
Yeah.
But you see how you have that signal? Go back to regular candles and you lose it, which means you would never see that move. Again, don't be afraid to flip flop back and forth.
Yeah. It's just trying to work its way. There we go. Yeah, no, it's not there. I think this is going to sell. So that's why I'm.
Yeah, it's just pushing up to get that fair value gap.
Yeah, correct. And I think also too, this was the opportunity here.
Mm-hmm.
This was the opportunity to get into. This pullback here is just what it's got to do before it starts to push back down again. So that was the opportunity on my Wednesday, which I didn't take because I haven't trialed or trusted it yet. But certainly you've got this as a down and then a short here. It's closed over, pulled back to the center and then dropped out. Now it's pulled back with the news, yesterday's news. Oh, sorry, my yesterday news of the unemployment slightly lifting. That was the drop and then it's pulled back up again. Weird, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Yeah, real beautiful. So this was here, the opportunity. Get that, get in on the next candle. So let me go here. Anywhere on that candle, it wouldn't have mattered, right, for the sell. That's the opportunity there, right? And then the stop loss, well, you see, it could be there, anywhere in here. You could put your stop loss in there. I mean, what is that? If I'm just guessing that bit, yeah, 25, 30 pips, somewhere around there. And you'd still be in the trade now.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd still be up 40 pips. You could quite easily move your stop loss to break even plus, just at that. Once it's there. If it comes up and knocks you out, who cares? There's just a bit of time to put a trade on and maintain it. But if this continues down, which in the higher time frame, it is a sell trend. So every time you get a sell, that's another opportunity for you to get a longer term trade. And it depends. If you leave your stop loss up there and it comes up and doesn't break it, then it's likely it'll pull back down again. Okay, good. I like that. So there's all the AUDs. So AUD CAD, that was the one where, again, I had it too tight. Too tight. It's going to come back with the... There, see? That would have been entry there. Stop loss up there. It's come up and then back down again. Rats. And I waited for that. And I shouldn't have got into the buy because there was no green triangle. Interesting. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, well, but you know, like the AUD CHF, still pushing down. It's time to move my stop loss down further, I think. Where is it? 66.066. Oh yeah, it's there. Probably time to move it down here somewhere, I think. Which will modify 6, 5, 572. Oh, taking its time. Anyway, so yeah, so just adjust that. What's the other one? And the AUD USD, I'm still in that. Whether I, that, I think I've got my stop loss is way up here somewhere. Yeah, over here. It's still a couple away, Darren. Yeah. I had an error. Hang on, what happened there? Oh, that didn't work. Modify. It must have been at 6.5. Hang on, where is it? C8 hold on a minute, 2 again. 65572. All right, that's fixed it. Look. Right. Okay, good. So that, if you look at it though, this has got a red up there. Now we've got some green arrows down the bottom here. And it's like, oh, should I be getting out of it? And if it doesn't, it comes back there, then it'll profit out anyway. Not too fast. But if it continues down, which it has, see, even though we've got these green arrows, it has continued down.
But on Hakenashi.
It's well and truly out of that barrier. Yeah, I'll do that.
Green arrows are gone.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I took this trade.
Wow.
The push will outweigh those green arrows.
Even though it's outside of the band.
Yeah, because it's not on outside of the band on the daily.
Right.
The weight of the trade outweighs those arrows.
Okay, cool. All right, sweet. All right. It's all starting to happen here. Well, just so you know, Alistair, I got the panels in on the wall of the shower yesterday, the second shower in the place. It's only taken 12 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the waterproofing's done. Sheets are all glued on the wall now, everything. Now all I've got to do is basically do the little bit of bottom celastic up the sides thing and put the screen back in again. It's an two-piece screen with the door. So that's all got to go back in again. And put the shower rain head and handheld thing all back in. I've got to connect that all up to the wall.
You must be getting desperate for a shower by now, surely.
Oh no, we've got the other. I did. No, we've got
good.
two. No. So what happened was the first one in the ensuite was the one where the disaster occurred and all the water came in the back, right? That's been done 12 months ago. And so when that got commissioned, I decommissioned the other one and pulled the taps off and everything and pulled the tiles out of the bottom to let it dry out because the waterproofing wasn't any good. And it's only taken me 12 months now to get the other one, sort of dried and all water. It's double waterproofed. Actually, be triple by the time I celastic it in.
Sounds good.
And back into action again. Just ready for the family here to move out. They get their keys today of their new place.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Locally.
I never told you the reason why I missed on Sunday night. I'll tell you very quickly. Oh, was it
Yeah.
Sunday? Yeah, whenever it was. Last week. Anyway, I was at a golf day with my friend. And I took him home after. Got his clubs out. None of his clothes. Nothing there. Where are they? No idea. But you put them in the car. I gave you the keys to the car. Went back to the golf club to check. It's pitch black, all closed down. Couldn't find them. So I missed a live. Long story is, he put these clothes into the wrong car.
Oh,
Did you do that?
they're in somebody else's car.
Fortunately, they were part of the group. And he got a text saying, I've got your clothes in the back of my car. But it wasn't a text to say, like, I've picked them up and I put them in my car and I've got your stuff. He physically the guy got home and discovered all these clothes in the back of his car.
Was
Crazy.
the car was it the same type of car or similar?
No.
No.
And he had keys to open mine. Mental.
Yeah,
We
keys
took
to
all
open
the-
yours, but he put them in somebody else's car.
Yes. Man.
Oh, gee, I think he should. Yeah, maybe they should sort of start him on the medication or increase it if he's already on it.
Crazy. Yeah, we all the way back to Mr. Hampton it was. all
So
the way
you
back.
guys have quite a few drinks at golf, do you? Or
I didn't know I was driving.
no, but he might have. I mean,
he
he didn't
didn't-
even
no,
know
not
which
a lot.
car
No,
it
he had-
was anymore.
No, he could have probably driven himself, to be honest. But no, you can have a pint.
Mm.
Up in Scotland.
Yeah, I don't think he'd
can't
be
really-
driving if he's that. I don't think he'd be
Well, he's-
that. He'd
no,
be
he's-
driving if he was that drunk. God, gee, you
He's-
wouldn't even know which car he's putting his stuff into.
Mental. Yeah. It was
All
funny,
right.
but
I'll be back when market opens, but we'll have a look and see what's happening with some of these pairs at that time. Thank you, Tom. Good discussion. Alistair
yeah,
being here
it was
and
very,
Darren.
it was very good. Yeah,
I
it was
mean-
very good.
Looking at the daily and continuing, I agree with you, Darren. I mean, I think that's why it's still taking trades in the trend of the overall high time frame direction. I think is the most favorable. I mean, Tom is doing some trades in the retracement directions. It's like, and
Well,
yes,
you
they're
could
there.
You could have these daily trades sort of running in the background, couldn't you? As
Yeah,
you're doing
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
in between. That's
Let's
all
have your cake and eat it. Have your cake and eat it too, Darren. That's what.
Yeah. There's no
we're
point in
sort of
having
saying.
cake if you can't eat it, is there? So,
Yeah, unless it's too dry. I don't like dry cake. Needs to be a moist cake. All right, then. Until next time. Have a great weekend, everyone.